Garrincha shouldn't have been a footballer. His legs weren't built for it. His right leg bowed outwards while his left leg curved inwards. Doctors told him he shouldn't even play. He ignored them. Garrincha became a legend. He became the joy of the people. Born Manuel Francisco dos Santos in 1933, Garrincha grew up in Pau Grande, Brazil. Poverty was a constant companion. He spent his days kicking anything he could find around the dusty streets. His talent was raw, instinctive. Everyone could see it, but those legs? Surely they would hold him back. Garrincha didn't care about limitations. He dribbled with abandon, his legs a blur of motion. He left defenders bewildered, their ankles broken. Not literally, but you get the idea. He played with a childlike joy that was infectious. In 1953, at the age of 19, Garrincha had a tryout with Botafogo, a top Brazilian club. The coaches were skeptical. Then they saw him play. His dribbling was mesmerizing, his speed electric. He was a force of nature on the pitch. Garrincha's signature move was the dribble da vaca. He would flick the ball one way then dart the other, leaving his opponent grasping at air. It was simple, it was devastating, it was pure Garrincha. He quickly became a fan favorite. They called him Main, short for Manuel, and adored his mischievous spirit. He was one of them, a kid from the favelas who had made it big. Section 4, World Cup Glory, 1958 and 1962. These were the years that marked the beginning of Brazil's dominance in world football. Garrincha's brilliance wasn't confined to Brazilian football. He was a magician on the field, mesmerizing fans and opponents alike with his extraordinary skills. He shone on the world stage, helping Brazil win the 1958 World Cup. His dribbling and creativity were unmatched, making him a key player in Brazil's triumph. A young Pelé was his teammate, but Garrincha stole the show. While Pelé's talent was undeniable, it was Garrincha's flair and unpredictability that captivated the world. He tormented opponents with his trickery and pace. He was unplayable. Defenders were left in his wake, unable to predict his next move. In 1962, tragedy struck. The team faced a significant challenge early in the tournament. Pelé was injured early in the tournament. Brazil needed a hero. Garrincha stepped up. He took on the responsibility of leading the team, inspiring his teammates with his determination and skill. He carried the team on his shoulders, scoring crucial goals and creating countless chances. His performances were nothing short of heroic, as he led Brazil to victory. Brazil won their second consecutive World Cup. The nation celebrated, and Garrincha's contributions were recognized worldwide. Garrincha was the tournament's best player. His exceptional performances earned him the Golden Boot, solidifying his status as one of the greatest players of all time. He was at the peak of his powers. His influence on the game was unparalleled, and his legacy was cemented in football history. He was a national icon. Garrincha's impact on Brazilian football and his status as a beloved figure in the hearts of fans remain unmatched to this day. Section 5, the Alegria do Povo. Garrincha's playing style was a joy to behold. His movements on the field were like a dance, captivating everyone who watched. He was all about improvisation, about expressing himself on the pitch. Every match was a new canvas for him to paint his masterpiece. He wasn't concerned with tactics or formations. For Garrincha, football was pure joy, a way to connect with the crowd and his teammates. He just wanted to play, to dribble, to entertain. His every move was designed to bring a smile to the faces of those watching. He was nicknamed Alegria do Povo, the joy of the people. This nickname wasn't just about his skills, but about the happiness he brought to millions. He played with a smile on his face, his love for the game radiating through every touch. His infectious joy was felt by everyone in the stadium. He reminded everyone why they loved football in the first place. The beauty, the passion, the sheer unpredictability of it all. His presence on the field was a celebration of the sport. Garrincha's influence on Brazilian football was immense. He was more than just a player, he was a symbol of hope and joy for an entire nation. He embodied the Ginga, the Brazilian style of play that emphasizes flair, creativity, and individual skill. His style was a perfect representation of Brazilian football's soul. He inspired generations of Brazilian footballers to come, from Jairzinho to Ronaldinho to Neymar. His legacy lives on in every dribble, every trick, and every joyful moment on the pitch. Section 6, A Star's Twilight. Sadly, Garrincha's life off the pitch was troubled. Despite his incredible talent and the adoration of fans, his personal life was a stark contrast to his footballing brilliance. He struggled with alcoholism and financial problems. The pressures of fame and the lack of proper guidance led him down a dark path. His genius on the field was matched by his naivete off it. On the pitch, he was a maestro, weaving through defenders with ease. Off it, he was vulnerable and often exploited. He was too trusting, too easily taken advantage of. Many people around him saw an opportunity to benefit from his success, leaving him in dire straits. His later years were marked by decline. The once vibrant and joyous player became a shadow of his former self, battling his inner demons. He died in 1983 at the age of 49, his body ravaged by alcohol abuse. The world mourned the loss of a football legend who had left an indelible mark on the sport. It was a tragic end for a man who had brought so much joy to so many. His funeral was attended by thousands, a testament to the impact he had on people's lives. But Garrincha's legacy lives on. His magical moments on the field are still celebrated, and his story continues to inspire new generations. He remains a symbol of hope and inspiration for millions of Brazilians. His murals adorn the streets, and his name is synonymous with footballing excellence. He showed that even those born into poverty can achieve greatness. His journey from the favelas to the world stage is a beacon of hope for many. He taught us that football is more than just a game. It's an art form, a way of life, and a source of endless joy and passion. And Garrincha was one of its greatest artists. His legacy is a reminder of the beauty and complexity of the human spirit, both on and off the field.